Hey everyone, this is Red Silvers, and welcome to the first episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy V 4-Job Fiesta. So I've signed up to do this a few times, but I've never made it all the way through a run. But this year I have you guys, and I'm going to record this so you can keep me accountable. I was going to stream, but with everything going on, internet's still all funky. I'm not going to be showing all the storyline sections though, because this is more for the 4-Job Fiesta event with using the specific jobs. So that's why I've already skipped the opening cutscene here. So we're going to take our intrepid hero here. Because there's meteor crash, we're going to go see what's going on over here. I am playing this on the Game Boy Advance version, just because that's what I had handy. I also really like the translation for the Game Boy Advance version, although I know some people don't like the music as much, and I can definitely understand that. So we have Lena. Lena was the first character that I spent money to get a costume for in Dissidia Final Fantasy. After playing for a year and a half, I thought I can finally chip in some money for something on that. I'm gonna just keep our hero here as Bart. But I love Final Fantasy V. This is probably one of my favorites in the series. I've played it a bunch. If you dig into my channel back in the day, I did a screenshot Let's Play of this game for the Captain SNES forum. And fully cleared the game there, including all the bonus content. And I did videos for all the boss fights, but there wasn't any audio commentary. It was just videos of the boss fights. Some of them had annotations, but annotations are gone now. And all the videos are still up. In fact, some of those videos still get a lot of attention, especially during the Fiesta. Because people look up the boss fights, I guess. But they're still up there. You can find them if you dig through my channel. Plus, one of my favorite videos that I did of that was my training montage, where I grinded for ability points set to music from Rocky. But yeah, I don't know what all I'm going to be skipping out, the storyline stuff, but I figure we might as well do this part. But yeah, they're going to go save the world. We're not going to go do that nonsense. Instead, we're going to go somewhere over here. There's a path we can take. Hello? I know there's a path you can take to get down to that treasure chest. Where is it? Oh, this is silly. There we go. It's like, I know I can get over there. So, if you've never done the 4-Job Fiesta before, basically, Final Fantasy V uses this job system, which is part of why I love this game, because you get different jobs, they all have different abilities, and so mastering that system is really what makes the game. But right now we don't have any of that nonsense, so we're just a freelancer. We don't have any special abilities, but we can use all the equipment in the world that we want. But as you go through the game, through the beginning of the game, you unlock different jobs. And so the first part of the game is kind of defined by you getting these jobs and learning the jobs. But with the 4-job Fiesta, they mix things up a bit. Each crystal in the game, you'll only get access to one job. And in some cases, the 4-job Fiesta, you might get duplicate jobs, but that's not the way that I'm playing this. I'm playing like the default style, where you get one job from each crystal. So, I already know that my job from the wind crystal is going to be the knight. So once I beat the first boss of the game and get the wind crystal, all my characters are going to be knights, and I can't use any of the other jobs throughout the first part of the game. And so what that means is the other jobs that I get are going to be off the table. And that has its pluses and minuses, because we're not going to have a white mage for healing, we're not going to have black mages, we're going to be hit the attack button a bunch to win. Although, that's not a bad start to the game. There's certainly worse starts that you could have. So I already tweeted that because when you register, they tell you your first job. So I already know we're going to have a knight once we get past the wind crystal. But I don't know what my final party is going to be yet. And I thought it'd be fun to record this and have the layout here. I'm still kind of learning my way around OBS and all this stuff, but I like it. There's definitely a lot of community tools out there for this event. I don't know how long it's been running, but at least 5 or 6 years that I'm aware of, personally. And of course, it seems like everybody that I know on Twitch right now is streaming parts of this. It is kind of a shame that the Game Boy Advance music is what it is, because this is a great soundtrack, that's for sure. Alright, so we are going to head up this way. And we're going to leave Boko behind here. So this early on, I think Galuf is going to be unarmed. And we have a free heal over here. Except there's a battle here too, apparently. Yeah, right now we're still just mash attack to win. So one interesting thing about Final Fantasy V is that grinding levels in of itself does not make you stronger. You get more hit points and more mana, but like your individual stats are more determined by your jobs. So you don't grind to level up your characters, you grind to level up your jobs. Which this event kind of cuts all that out, because you're not going to be worried about a bunch of jobs. especially this early, we might as well just mash attack because I actually don't want to run from fights in this game. Because I know that the knight is going to be my first class, I decided to make things a bit more difficult. That I am going to try and do this without running away. Because there's a weapon that you get towards the end of the game that's stronger if you don't run away. That doesn't mean all these random battles are going to be more important. Oh, I don't know why I backtracked. I was trying to look for something and I guess I got mixed up because I'm talking. That's okay, we'll get a free heal out of it. I always joke around, you don't come here to watch me play games like a pro, you come to watch me bumble around anyway. Okay, let's get back out of here. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, we're gonna pretty much go straight for the first boss fight here. So I actually already know my second job too, because I tweeted that just in case I needed it. But I'm not going to spill the beans on that one. I already told you about the knight. I mean, there's nothing stopping you from just tweeting all of them and finding out what your party is going to be right from the start. But some of that mystery is kind of fun. And that's what I was looking for, by the way, was that little scene with the bow. Eventually we'll be worried about these guys all being decked out with armor and weapons because we're going to be knights. But for right now, just share the love. What did that open? I don't think that opened anything. I think that made it open the exit. There's not really anything we can do there. We'll just come steal this ship and everything will be fine. So I remember the first time I played this, I wasn't super thrilled about the little portraits that it has for the characters. Especially because I don't think they look necessarily like the characters. They look like the artwork of the characters, but not like they look in the game. That's actually part of why I bought Lena's costume in that game, because it made her look like she does in the game here instead of what she looks like in the artwork. And remember, it only takes one pirate to subdue Lena. I don't know, there's some silly little quirks to this game like that I find amusing. There's like stuff like this, them hopping around while they're tied up. We've been captured by pirates, but I don't think everything's going to be too bad. I was actually watching somebody stream this earlier, and they just turned on the fast forward through all the storyline segments, which is kind of funny. I love that they just bring them up, still tied up in ropes, and they hop around. It's just silly. I do think that this is one of my favorite translations of this game. And graphically it still looks like the Super Nintendo game, although there's some places where the graphics are a little better, like in the battle backgrounds, for example, look better quality. And this version also has extra jobs, which doesn't really matter to us here. But the Super Nintendo edition will always be kind of special, because I originally played the fan translation of that. But I've never really been a big fan of how this, like the Steam version or the phone version looks. But I don't know how well they play. I want to say Destel one year found that like something about the timing of some things was off. Alright, so we have the boat. We're gonna go ahead and let this guy just take us to the Wind Shrine. You don't have to do that, you can go sail for free. Even go to the town of Tool and get some stuff, but I think we'll be able to handle the Wind Shrine without any preparation. Especially now, because we have another party member, so that's not what I want to do at all. Oh yeah, all the storyline stuff. Oh, there's another heal down here. And we're just gonna climb the tower here. I will definitely say the worst version of this that I played would have to be the PlayStation 1 version. The translation of that one was especially bad. Plus, just from a gameplay standpoint, there was a lot of load times and stuff. But we still made do with it. I still bought it and played it because I was excited to actually be able to legitimately play it instead of just playing like the fan translation. And everybody, when they mention that translation, they talk about stuff like the wyverns being called wyverns, which is pretty silly. But the one that I always found to be especially silly to me is the Tonberry, which is a staple enemy in the Final Fantasy series. That version translated it as Dingleberry. And you just can't take that seriously. Broadsword, we're already set for when we get into night times. We'll deck these guys out later here. And yes, that shortcut is there. I've seen people miss it. One thing in that one. Alright. Boss time. And this boss uses the same gimmick as Final Fantasy IV, Final Fantasy V, Final Fantasy VI, Final Fantasy VII. They all use the hey, don't attack when the boss does stuff. That's why I want to kind of wait here, because... Okay. I'll make sure you're not going to close his wings on us. Yeah, I think he's going to do it now, so I'm going to wait. Just wait for him to open his wings. If we attack him now, he'll use an AoE attack. We don't want to do that. Oh, Varus might be down. No! Varus is still up. I don't want to lose anybody. I think we just go for it now. We'll be okay. We'll head up here. Here's the wind crystal. But the crystal is shattered, which we would have seen in the opening cutscene. And I like this that they actually will show you where the other crystals are, because later on, that's important. Also, each character has their own element dedicated to them. There is a run where that is important to the gameplay. For example, only Bartz would get the job from the wind, only Lena would get the one from water. But I want to actually do this. I actually want to complete a run normally before I start messing around with the crazy rules. There's all kinds of risky stuff, like here, do the game with 4 berserkers, which I don't think that I would want to try that. Even though the wind crystal is shattered, it's still going to help us out. We're getting all these jobs, and so many of them we can't use. So, first things first here. We will set that. Now that we have the night job. I know the big one you have to be careful with is the fire. Sometimes you don't get the fire crystal job right after getting the fire crystal. But because we have the job, we have to say goodbye to all these freelancers. We don't have any abilities yet, so go back. Oh, no, go back. We'll make everybody a knight first, and then we'll worry about our equipment. The big thing is everybody's going to be trying to protect each other. That's going to be handy. So what's neat about this game is as you play as a knight, you'll start learning how to be a knight. And then when you decide to be a different job, that stuff that you learn from being a knight carries over. And that's what makes the game for me, because you can do all kinds of crazy stuff. But that doesn't apply to this, so no tutorial, thank you. We will go loot the town of Tool, though. Let me go back in and heal here. Maybe I wasted potions, but I didn't want to take a breath wing that was going to take out half my party. It's not like we had to buy magic or anything. I know there's stuff hidden all over the place here, but I don't remember where it all is. There's stuff in one of these. Let's see, I think way up here maybe. Other shoes. I don't know off the top of my head how useful this is all going to be for knights. Down. Yeah, there's little hidden nooks and crannies everywhere. Plus there's the stuff at the tutorial hall, whatever they call it in this game. Money. See, normally you'd have all the jobs and you'd come here and be like, oh, I gotta get all the magic and stuff. Alrighty. So we don't have a thief, so we can't go through this wall, but we can come up here. Yeah, if I don't want to play as Bart's, I can move it around. I don't know why you have me listed as a freelancer there. Oh my gosh, I don't need to see a video of it. I'm just looking for items, guys. And I have 4 nights, so I don't need to be anybody in the back row yet. That'll come up later. Oh yeah, here we have a monster in a box. Now that we're all knights, we'll get AP for that to help level up our knight skill. Yeah, don't tell me how to run away when I don't want to run from this. Oh yeah, they're telling us about thieves and blue mages too. The two-handed's kind of handy. That'll be helpful. We're not gonna have blue magic in this walkthrough though. Yeah, get out of here. The pirates are here. Oh yeah, I want to get these girls out of the way. Woo! I don't know if I'll actually need to do the pianos, but I'm doing them anyway. Oh yeah. I forgot about this scene. The sprites in this game might not be as expressive as the ones in Final Fantasy VI, but they make use of it. They make the best of the little sprites that they use. Alright, we're gonna go deal with the... Is there anything in any of this? No. We'll go deal with Zoc, and then we'll probably get better weapons. Well, Ferris is already snapping the night away, so we might as well rest the rest of us up. Oh yeah, everybody in this game has insomnia, by the way. I can relate. But that's pretty much the theme of this game. Everybody's going to get up in the middle of the night at one point or another. Oh yeah, Bart's this flashback to when he was a little green-haired boy. He didn't do a very good job hiding it. He probably stashed it in his beard. So I don't actually know what is optimal to buy, but I figure if I'm going to be knights and be attacking through the next 3 boss fights, I want some goodies. Oh yeah, and if you don't have Ferris when you come here, he'll show up. Of course, I can't actually put it on him, so we'll have to wait. So last night when I was watching Gramora's stream, there was an NPC that was walking down the road in this scene, and the pirates were on top of him doing all this, so they were just stomping around and jumping on top of this old man. And more than anything, I was just amused at it because I didn't think that they would be able to do stuff like that in the cutscene. Alright, now that he's back, we can optimize him to... Bart's is the one that was chosen by Win, so... Alrighty, let's head down. Well, I need to go to the canal, which I went way past. It's okay though, because we have the key now. We're just gonna head on through here. Still don't have a lot of options. It's the attack all the time show. So each character has their own individual stats that are slightly different to give them a little bit of difference. In addition to them all being knights, which affects their stats. At one point in the FF Wiki I put all this information on there. I think they might still be up. But especially back at the time when I was doing my Let's Play for Captain SNES, I put a lot of information on the FF Wiki for this game. And the big one is I read all the Blue Magic pages and put up-to-date pictures from the then most recent stuff, which was Game Boy Advance. All that stuff's been taken down. Now they put up pictures that are from the... I think the Steam version is the one that all the pictures are from now. But for a while, that was my big contribution to the FF Wiki. Well, I think we're gonna hit attack a bunch of times, guys. Since we're all knights, there's a possibility if somebody gets wounded low enough, like that they may just cover for Bart, so the Barts will take a hit. I think if the boss targets him directly, then they will try that. Of course, if he wants to just keep doing that, that works for me. That's what I didn't do in town. I didn't buy potions. Because I'm used to having a white mage and not needing it. So I get to go through the ship graveyard with no healing. So in the City Opera Omnia, Ferris uses Sildra for her X attack. And around the same time I got Lena's weapon, I got Ferris's weapon. And I just love seeing what they do, all the references they do to all the games in that game. Like if you have Rydia, for example, she summons the Mist Dragon. Yuna uses Valifor. Ferris has Sildra. Lena is an archer type character in that one. But since we don't have our sea monster to pull the boat, now we're in trouble. And actually, this is a really neat part, because this is one of my favorite songs in Final Fantasy V that plays in this dungeon. And when they were working on Super Talking Time Brothers 2.5, the last levels, there was a level called the Ship Graveyard. And I was kind of hoping that they would use this music, and they didn't. They had a different reference in mind, but... this tune right here. Oh, that we're not going to hear because we have to hit attack. Oh, we're healed. Okay. I was worried I was going to have to go through this area and be worried about bards, but we got a free heal there. Now we all have cover. I think they all have that by default, but I'm gonna set it anyway. Okay. I'm gonna do that just in case, but I think as a knight they have that by default, so you don't have to worry about them having it, but I'm still gonna give it to them. But the idea normally... oh. Why didn't you get it? Oh, because I fought the monster in a box. Okay. That's why Ferris doesn't have it. Oh well. We're gonna go to the J-Rose school of winning Pokemon battles. We're gonna hit the A button a bunch of times in a row. But see, now it won't matter because Ferris is gonna get cover this time. And I think if we come down here... maybe, maybe not. Oh yeah, we can heal here if we need to. Okay. The old man gets the bed and everybody else sits at the table. I don't think I've ever actually done that. Okay. This is kind of a maze. I kind of know where I'm going, but make sure we get the... hello. I want the map that's there. I thought that was the map. I guess healing did give us a bunch more hit points, actually. Tent. No, nothing there. So we're good in tanky. We're not as tanky as we could be. I didn't buy any armor, but I'm not super worried about that because we can handle all this. Okay, what the heck am I missing then? I have a feeling that the not running thing for the Brave Blade is gonna drive me a little crazy at some point. I need to get this boat to come up is what I'm missing here. Fortunately, nothing in this area is super dangerous, aside from the boss fight. This is like the worst of it that we're dealing with here. Actually, I wonder about two-handed, because none of these guys have shields yet. No. Why is this not letting me advance? Because I need to go down this way. Oh, yes! So, when I played this back in the day on the Super Nintendo with the fan translation, the emulators didn't know how to handle transparency. So you got to this part of the game, and the water that you go into wasn't transparent. Because the emulation didn't have that figured out. So, this was a solid color. You couldn't see Bart turning around down here. And I remember getting stuck there for a while. And that's one of those things that only people that played Final Fantasy V on the emulator that early on would remember. I mean, there's other games I'm sure where that was a big thing, but what's down here? And I mean, eventually they figured it out, and of course, if you were playing it on an actual console, like if you had a cartridge, either a Japanese cartridge or if you were playing like a reproduction cart, like it would work because the Super Nintendo would work right. I feel like I missed something down here. No, that's all that's down here. Okay. Better safe than sorry. Okay, so I do still have one potion that I know of. Oh! I slipped in a hole. Didn't remember that. And we're gonna get a heal here. There's a fish in his shorts. I want to know where they're getting dry clothes to change into from here. So yeah, Ferris is a girl. I may have said Ferris was a girl at one point. I was trying to say Ferris is a guy, but Ferris is Ferris. That's the important thing. And here's our save point, but I think we already healed. So we're gonna go do this, finish this off, and that'll be the end of this video. I still think that was the map that I was supposed to get, though. It doesn't really matter, I don't really need the map. But... those things hurt the most. And it's weird because it doesn't look like something that's going to hit you really hard. You would think, oh, maybe the giant golem thing is going to hit you the worst. But those guys kind of smack you around. An elixir, that's too good to use. There's the map, okay. And a bunch of goodies. Yeah, see, these things look like they would hurt a lot. And they're tanky. But... okay, I guess they do decent enough damage. The big thing is they give us a lot of job points, too. But in comparison, like, the skeletons seem like crazy weak. Okay, now they're mad at me for saying that. Even with the party of knights, like, there's some benefits. You could use some stuff two-handed. You could have some of them crazy tanky. That treasure chest had a boat in it. The box could be anything. It could even be a boat. You know how much you've always wanted one of those. Alrighty. We're gonna use a potion here. And call things good. Something's fishy and it's not cod. So one little quirk about this scene is Stella doesn't get a facial portrait. The king does. He's got artwork, so he gets a portrait. And our mysterious character here gets a portrait. But Stella doesn't, and it always kind of seemed odd to me. Amnesia as a plot device saves the day. I don't know a ton of stories that have amnesia stuff in them, but how often can you say that the amnesia saves you? Smack him! Hooah! There's a bit of Chrono Trigger's facial expressions in these sprites. Even though they're half the size, they do good with them. And once again, we're gonna do the strategy of hitting the A button a bunch of times. Ooh. I'm sure there are some of these fights that would be really hard, really bad with certain jobs. I know that her AI is different when she changes forms and she gives different drops. I'm not going to game the system that much. But the idea here is when she changes into undead, you're supposed to utilize either white magic or like your fire spell to do more damage to her. Ooh. Because you're supposed to have a balanced party, then you had 6 jobs to start with. We don't have any of that though. Can I just wait her out to change back to her form that's actually going to take damage from us? I guess I could have guarded during her undead phase so that I wouldn't take as much damage. But there we go. And we got bronze armor. That's pretty handy for all our knights. I don't know, this game has its character. Somebody's poisoned. But luckily we have an antidote. And we're back at the world map where we can save. And that is a good spot to call it for now. We're not quite ready to go toward the next crystal yet. Next time we'll head that... Ooh. For some reason this emulator doesn't like it when I switch tabs, but... Until next time, this has been Red Silvers. Have yourself a good night.